Guys, listen up. If you're making an average salary and you want that shiny Ford F-150 Lightning sitting in your driveway, you need to work 18 months straight. No groceries, no rent, no Netflix, just work. Basically, you'd have to become homeless to afford a truck. Let that sink in. And here's what's wild. In the time it took me to say that sentence, Chinese factories just built 6 more pickup trucks that cost half as much. And they're faster and loaded with more tech. But wait, it gets crazier. That $70,000 F-150 costs more than any 2 trucks on this entire list combined. You could literally buy 2 Chinese trucks, drive them both home, give one to your neighbor, and still have $15,000 left over for a vacation. So, smash that like button right now if you think American brands are getting way too comfortable. Drop a comment if you'd actually consider buying Chinese. And of course, subscribe to In Macroscope, because what I'm about to show you is going to make you question everything. We're counting down the top 5 most insane Chinese pickup trucks that are making Ford, Chevy, and Ram panic behind closed doors. And when you see number 1, a truck so good that Ford's own CEO called it a great product, you're gonna look at your Silverado and whisper, man, what am I even paying for? Let's go. Number 5. The JAC Hunter EV. Get this. A fully electric pickup that promises nearly 500 kilometers of range, off-road capability that'll embarrass a Ranger Raptor, and a digital cockpit straight out of a spaceship. And it's from China. But the real shock? When you see what's inside and how little it costs compared to your average F-150 Lightning, your jaw is gonna hit the floor. First impressions? This thing looks mean. The Hunter EV doesn't try to copy Ford or Ram. It builds its own identity with this chunky, squared-off front end and a massive grille-less fascia. Instead of a traditional grille, it rocks matrix LED headlights that look like they could slice through a thunderstorm. And check this out. The Hunter sits taller than a Ford Ranger with beefy off-road tires and aggressive black cladding everywhere. Even the charging port is hidden flush in the fender, sleek, like an Apple design detail. Now open the door. Here's where the envy really kicks in. Because for a truck built in China, this interior is shockingly premium. You get a massive 12.3-inch central touchscreen paired with a fully digital driver cluster, both running JAC's latest smart OS. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless charging, 360-degree cameras, and voice control that actually understands natural English. Yeah, it's that good. And unlike the plasticky interiors on entry-level EVs, this one's got soft-touch materials, stitched leather seats, and ambient lighting. Oh, and the seats? Heated, ventilated, and electronically adjustable. Meanwhile, Ford still wants you to pay extra for that on some trims. Best part? The infotainment system updates over the air, like Tesla. You park it overnight, it updates itself, and you're done. No dealership visits. Honestly, if you sat in this without seeing the badge, you'd swear this was a $70,000 truck. Under that tough shell sits a fully electric powertrain producing 170 to 230 kilowatts with 516 Newton meters of torque. All instant. That means no gear hunting, no turbo lag, just pure electric surge every time you hit the pedal. Range? Around 500 kilometers on a single charge. That's Los Angeles to San Francisco without stopping. Charging from 30% to 80%? Just 30 minutes. Grab a burger, come back, boom, you're good. Now brace yourself. The JAC Hunter EV costs around $35,000 to $45,000 in China. That's less than half the price of a Ford F-150 Lightning. That's cheaper than a loaded Honda Ridgeline. You're getting a fully electric pickup with more tech and better range for mid-trim Tacoma money. Comment below if that makes you feel some type of way. Because number 4 is a plug-in hybrid that cranks out over 400 horsepower and delivers more than 600 kilometers of combined range. The price? It'll make you question reality. Keep that like button warm. Number 4. The GWM Poer Cannon High 4T. Listen, this is not your average hybrid. This is a plug-in hybrid beast that blends gasoline power with electric efficiency, produces over 400 horsepower, and delivers more than 600 kilometers of combined range. When you see the massive screens, the luxury materials, and especially the price, your Silverado is going to feel like a really bad financial decision. From the outside, the Poer Cannon is pure intimidation. Wide stance, thick shoulders, aggressively sculpted hood. The front fascia features a huge LED light bar flanked by sharp, angular headlights that scream, "I've got 400 horsepower and I know it." The bold chrome grille gives it premium BMW X5 vibes, not budget pickup vibes. Pop the door, and this is where the Poer Cannon truly shines. The cabin screams premium EV SUV. A massive 15-inch central display for navigation and vehicle settings, 12.3-inch digital driver cluster, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, ambient lighting that makes the cabin feel luxurious, heated and ventilated leather seats with electronic adjustments. Even the steering wheel has that firm, luxurious feel you'd expect from a German SUV, not a mid-size Chinese pickup. The tech? Over-the-air updates, semi-autonomous driving features, adaptive cruise, lane-keeping assist, and smart infotainment. You also get a panoramic sunroof, 360-degree camera system, and a heads-up display in a pickup truck. This is the kind of cabin that makes you whisper, "Why am I paying $65,000 for a Ram 1500 again?" The Poer Cannon combines a turbocharged gas engine with electric motors to produce 300 kilowatts, that's over 400 horsepower, and 750 newton-meters of torque. For reference, that's more torque than a Ford Raptor. 0 to 100 in under 6 seconds. In a pickup truck that can also tow 3,500 kilograms. Combined range? Over 600 kilometers. New York to Washington, D.C. without stopping. Now for the part that's going to make you question everything. All of this. 400-plus horsepower, luxury interior, massive screens, plug-in hybrid tech. Costs around $32,000 to $36,000 in China. That's less than a base model Ram 1500. That's cheaper than a mid-trim Silverado. And this has more power, more tech, and better efficiency than both combined. Hit that like button if you're already feeling a certain way. Because if you think 400 horsepower and luxury interiors are impressive, number 3 is going to blow your mind. Number 3, the Changan Hunter. Here's what makes this truck revolutionary. It's an extended-range electric vehicle, meaning it drives purely on electric power for your daily commute, but has a gasoline engine as a backup generator for long trips. Zero range anxiety, electric performance, and it costs less than most people spend on a used truck. The Hunter is the world's first super extended range pickup. It has a 31.2 kilowatt-hour battery that gives you 131 kilometers of pure electric driving, enough for most daily commutes without burning a drop of fuel. When the battery runs low, a 2.0-liter turbocharged engine kicks in as a generator to extend your range to over 800 kilometers total. 800 kilometers. That's insane! Total system output? 200 kilowatts of power with 470 newton-meters of torque. It can accelerate, tow, and handle off-road duties while delivering that smooth, quiet, electric driving experience. This is basically the best of both worlds. Electric efficiency meets gasoline convenience. From the outside, the Hunter adopts Changan's hunting design language. Aggressive shark nose front inspired by predators. Narrow, sharp LED headlights with unique LED logo. And a muscular stance that's ready for anything. It's sized between a Ranger and F-150, with proper off-road capability, including 231 millimeters of ground clearance. The interior features a 10.25-inch touchscreen, digital instrument cluster, smartphone integration, and premium materials throughout. Leather-wrapped steering wheel, comfortable seats for long drives, and you can spec it with 360-degree cameras, adaptive cruise, and ventilated seats. For an extended range pickup, the cabin quality rivals trucks costing twice as much. This is a real pickup for real people. 5 full-size seats, comfortable rear legroom, a bed ready for work, camping gear, or hauling supplies. And because it's electric most of the time, it's quiet, smooth, and emissions-free for your daily commute. But when you need to tow a trailer or take a road trip, the gasoline engine kicks in seamlessly. Now for the jaw dropper. The Changan Hunter starts at approximately $18,000 to $20,000 in China. Yes, you heard that right. $18,000 to $20,000. That's cheaper than most used Tacomas. That's less than what people spend on a 5-year-old F-150. And you're getting a brand new extended-range electric pickup with 800 kilometers of total range and modern technology. Pause the video if you need a moment to process that. Because if you think an $18,000 extended-range pickup is insane, number 2 is going to blow your mind. We're talking about a fully electric pickup with 422 horsepower and supercar-level acceleration. Subscribe if you haven't already. You don't want to miss what's coming. Number 2. The Geely Radar RD6. Listen up. This isn't just a pickup. This is a fully electric monster with 422 horsepower, 0 to 100 in under 6 seconds, and legitimate off-road capability that'll embarrass most gas-powered trucks. But the real jaw-dropper? When you see what's inside and how little it costs. From the outside, the Radar RD6 looks like it was designed by a Silicon Valley startup with a love for trucks. The front fascia features slim, futuristic LED headlights connected by a horizontal light bar. It's got that Tesla meets Tacoma vibe, sleek, modern, and aggressive without being overbearing. The body is aerodynamic yet muscular. Squared-off edges meet flowing curves, creating a silhouette that screams premium SUV. And the bed? Functional, yes, but stylish. Side rails integrated seamlessly, and the rear features LED accents that feel luxurious. Even the wheels are massive, wrapped in all-terrain tires. Inside, the Radar RD6 truly makes you feel something. The dashboard is dominated by a massive dual-screen setup. One for the driver, one for infotainment, all seamlessly integrated. Leather seats, heated, ventilated, adjustable. Ambient lighting adds a cinematic vibe. And the tech? Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, 360-degree camera, over-the-air updates. It feels like a $70,000 SUV. And yes, the steering wheel and controls feel premium with tactile feedback you'd expect from European vehicles, not a Chinese truck. If you're getting envious right now, you're not alone. The RD6 is powered by dual electric motors, producing a combined 315 kilowatts. That's 422 horsepower and 680 newton-meters of torque. All instant. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour? Under 6 seconds. That's supercar territory. In a pickup truck. Range? Around 400 kilometers on a single charge. And because it's all-wheel drive with instant torque, it has legitimate off-road chops. Fast charging from 30% to 80% takes just 35 minutes. Now for the part that's going to make your jaw hit the floor. The Geely Radar RD6 starts at approximately $25,000 to $27,000 in markets like Thailand. $25,000 for a fully electric pickup with 422 horsepower. That's cheaper than a base model Tacoma. That's less than most people spend on a used truck. And you're getting supercar-level acceleration, 0 emissions, and technology that rivals luxury EVs costing 3 times as much. Right? Jealous in the comments if you're feeling it. Because if you think a $25,000 electric pickup with supercar performance is insane, number 1 is going to make you question your entire understanding of the automotive industry. Hit that subscribe button, because what I'm about to show you is going to spark a war in the comments. Number 1. The BYD Shark. This isn't just a pickup truck. This is a fully electric plug-in hybrid monster that's rewriting the rules of what pickups can be. Faster than a Ford Raptor, quieter than a luxury sedan, more tech than most Teslas, and it's already selling by the thousands in global markets. Here's what you need to understand. BYD, the world's largest EV manufacturer, looked at expensive electric pickups like the F-150 Lightning and Rivian R1T and asked, what if we built something better and sold it for what it actually costs? The result is the Shark, and it's changing the game. The BYD Shark is all killer, no filler. Sleek front end with slim LED headlights stretching into a full-width daytime running light. It's like a Cybertruck and Mustang Mach-E had a baby that grew up to be a legitimate truck. The body is aerodynamic, yet muscular. Squared-off fenders meet flowing lines, giving it a premium, futuristic vibe that screams, "I'm fast, I'm smart, and I don't care about your opinion." The bed is wide, long, and perfectly proportioned. Two-tone 18-inch alloy wheels complete the look. Open the door, and the Shark truly dominates. Ultra-modern cabin with a giant 15.6-inch rotating touchscreen. Yes, it rotates between portrait and landscape, wrapping toward the driver, paired with a 10.25-inch fully digital instrument cluster. Leather seats, heated, ventilated, 8-way power adjustable with lumbar support. More comfortable than most luxury sedans. Panoramic sunroof floods the cabin with light. Premium 12-speaker Dynaudio sound system delivers concert-quality audio. But the tech is where things get wild. Autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, over-the-air updates, smart voice assistant, 360-degree cameras, wireless smartphone charging, and vehicle-to-load capability that lets you power tools or provide emergency backup power. Dual-motor all-wheel drive, producing 320 kilowatts. That's 430 horsepower and 650 newton-meters of torque. All instant. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour? 5.7 seconds. That's faster than a Ford F-150 Raptor, in a plug-in hybrid pickup that's also efficient and produces way fewer emissions. Electric-only range? 100 kilometers on pure battery power. Combined range with the 1.5-liter turbocharged engine acting as generator? Over 760 kilometers. Fast charging from 30% to 80%? Just 20 minutes. The Shark can tow 2,500 kilograms and has a payload of 790 kilograms. And unlike traditional pickups, you can run your entire worksite off the truck's battery. Now for the part that requires context. The BYD Shark is not sold in China. It's an export-only model built specifically for international markets. It's priced at approximately $53,000 to $58,000 in markets like Mexico and Australia. Wait, that's more expensive than the others, right? Here's the reality. The Shark is still thousands less than a comparable F-150 Lightning at $60,000 plus, or Rivian R1T at $70,000 plus. And it comes with plug-in hybrid flexibility, meaning you never run out of range. You're getting cutting-edge technology, luxury interior, 430-plus horsepower, incredible range, and premium materials for significantly less than Western alternatives. And here's what really tells you everything you need to know. Ford CEO Jim Farley himself called the Shark a great product and admitted it's selling well. When your competition's CEO is praising your truck, you're doing something right. Looking at these 5 trucks, one thing becomes crystal clear. Chinese manufacturers have fundamentally disrupted the global pickup market. They're building vehicles that are faster, smarter, more technologically advanced, and in many cases, half the price of what Western brands are charging. We went from an $18,000 extended-range electric pickup to a $58,000 plug-in hybrid that outperforms a Ford Raptor. These aren't concepts. These trucks are being built by the millions and sold in markets around the world right now. And here's what's really wild. While Western brands are raising prices and cutting features, Chinese manufacturers are doing the opposite. So let me ask you this. Would you actually buy a Chinese pickup over an F-150 or a Silverado? Some say absolutely. The engineering is solid, the tech is world-class, and the value is undeniable. Others are hesitant about long-term reliability, service networks in Western markets, and brand trust. What do you think? Drop it in the comments. I guarantee this is going to spark a heated debate. And if this video blew your mind, hit that subscribe button for In Macroscope, because next week, we're covering the top 5 Chinese SUVs that are making Toyota, Honda, and Volkswagen panic. You do not want to miss that one. Thanks for watching In Macroscope, and remember, the world of Chinese automotive technology is just getting started. And trust me, It's wild.